All right, guys, great news. I wasn't sure if I was going to get in, but I got into the 2025 Dry Creek Championships. Super tough, pro level course, one of the best courses in Charlotte that people don't play very often. I'm going to do my best to film some shots out on the course for you. We're going to do a super fast tournament in the bag, ultra soft, TA5, Total Eclipse, Proxy, Clips, Envy, Cosmic Stamped, Detour, Mindbender, Simon Line Balance. This is kind of a shocker that it's in the bag, but it's super useful and I need to flex something massively overstable, so it's in there just specifically for that. We're bagging the famous Thief and the Glow T-Bird that I just got off the used bin. 5 Discraft Tour Series. We've got the Swirl, Goosage, Raptor, Cullen Hanley, Swirl Vulture, Thrasher, Missy Gannon, Val Mandujano Scorch, and the Ricky Wysocki Force. And then the Fission Proxy. This is like, all of my upshots will be with this for the most part. But if I have any like super tricky hyzers, I've got the Glow P4 in there as well. And I'll be putting with the Prototype Peaks. Kept this a secret, but we've had this in the works for a while. We are releasing on, I believe, the 23rd of this month, Iceberg TV MVP Trails. Shout out to Disc Golf Deals USA for helping me put these together. So I'm gonna actually I'm not gonna throw my entire bag, but I do wanna throw these trails, give you guys a little sneak peek. We have a couple mist stamps. I wanted to have a couple of the mist stamps for my own collection. And then we got one like gray, like super swirly, like extra disgusting one. So let's give these trails a quick throw, and then I'll see you guys at the tournament tomorrow. I was hoping to have some nice stable trails, and oh yeah. Oh, see, this is exactly what we want. Yes. Super pumped. These are nice stable trails. Let's give everything one more throw. I'm gonna pick one to throw in the bag, probably a more stable one, just so it doesn't get too squirrely on me. I'm so shocked how stable these 166s are. My 168 trail was like hyzer flip, turn, pretty flip doggish. So I'm absolutely thrilled with the colors. We got some nice swirls. We got some nice mist stamps. And again, shout out to discgolfdealsusa.com/icebergtv for helping me put this together. Wow. Definitely had a little bit of stand up to it. We got a 3-legged Larry running around here, just scooting around. Hit the like button for Larry, guys. Hanging in there with 3 legs. All right, guys, it is the next day. The tournament is officially behind me. Round 1, shot an absolute heater, 2 under par, backhand only, didn't throw a single forehand. This wound up being 982 rated, earning me a spot on, I believe, the 3rd card, which I played with Disc Golf Network's Brian Earhart. And he actually signed my Aaron Gossage Raptor, which I thought was super cool. So shout out to Brian Earhart. That was really fun getting to play around with him in round 2, which I shot 12 over. It was an absolute disaster. Shoulder started killing me. I played a flex start on Saturday and then a 2-round beat here on Sunday. By the time the 2nd round came around, my arm was absolutely fried. That hour between rounds did not do me any favors, but I had an absolute blast. I took a few clips. Shout out to the Aha Shack Disc Golf Bus on site, mobile disc golf store. I took one clip of that so you guys can see that. Super duper cool local mobile disc golf store that we have in Charlotte, North Carolina. During the round, my Force got stuck in a tree and we couldn't find it. We looked for almost the 3-minute time period. We had a timer set. Random casuals they probably didn't even get to play because the tournament was going on. Guy's got a cigarette hanging out of his mouth, 25 feet in this tree. He's like, don't worry about it, I got it. Climbs in the tree, gets my Force, saves me the lost disc, penalty, and having to rethrow a super tricky spike hyzer into a really nasty right to left wind. So that was super cool. Got just a couple clips of Brian throwing, and yeah, it was just a super great time. But what we have to do now is go and throw these trails one more time. The Iceberg TV trail, I am so stoked on these. I can officially say these will be out on Friday the 23rd, so this coming Friday. Got the Iceman breathing the icy flames out of his mouth, looking absolutely insane. Shout out to Justin Lago for doing the stamp. He did a really great job. And these are the most stable run of trail I've ever thrown. They are very similar to the first run special edition trails with the buffalo on them. But we also have some in lightweight. And even though these 166 gram ones are a bit lighter, they are still pretty stable. So let's go outside. We're going to throw these one more time and then we'll wrap things up for today's video. But no forehand, backhand only to shoot a 982 rated round and then get to be on a card with some really amazing players that are way above my skill level. I'm just so happy with how the weekend went. And when I have my forehand back, I have no doubt that I can come out and compete for wins at these local events. Once I have just my stock 300-foot hyzer forehand and just forehand upshots, I'm going to be a force to be reckoned with at these tournaments. And I am so stoked with how this weekend went. And although the final round was a disaster for me, I can see all of the good things that happened. And I'm just so happy with how it went. And if I hadn't played that flex on Saturday, I think my shoulder would have held up a little bit better on Sunday in that second round. But sometimes the learning lesson, you don't know that you've gone too far until you go there. And I know that 3 rounds in 2 days is too much for this shoulder at the moment. The only throwing I'm going to do today is just a few more shots with these to show you guys how these are flying. And then we'll be back to regularly scheduled uploads going forward. But yeah, I just wanted to recap all this with you guys. I'm so stoked on this design. These trails came out so good. discgolfdealsusa.com/icebergtv. You'll get a discount on these. They release Friday the 23rd, so look out for that. We have a very limited supply. And then these bergsdiscsports.com mint V4s, we were out of stock. We did a restock, but once these are gone, I can't confirm that we'll ever do this color again. So just keep that in mind. If you are on the fence with one, now would be the time to get one. You can save 20% with my discount code ICE20. But man, I'm just so stoked on how the weekend went. It was just getting to play with Brian in the second round. That was super fun. I very much admire him as a commentator and a content creator. He's one of the best media guys that we have in disc golf. And at times I feel like he's even too talented for the Disc Golf Network and can do much bigger things beyond disc golf. And we're super lucky to have him. He's sticking it out with disc golf and he's doing a really great job for the Disc Golf Network. He told me some things that they have planned in the very near future that are going to be absolutely massive for disc golf globally, that I'm not going to speak on. I don't want to spoil anything, but yeah, let's go through these trails. I'm just so happy with how the weekend went. Let's go through these trails and then we'll wrap things up for today's video. And I actually think if some of the MVP pros were to get their hands on this Iceberg TV run, I think they would be shockingly surprised on the stability. I know Simon likes the trail, Big Germ likes the trail, but I have to imagine they're throwing those special edition, more stable ones. And in my opinion, these fly the exact same as the special edition stable ones. This red one was great for hyzer bombs, just flat driving shots with a hard fade. Every time my Thrasher was too flippy, this red one, 174 gram, was just absolute cash off the tee. So straight, but then you can see wanting to fade back to the left at the end. This Merlot red 166 gram just feels absolute money, and I love this color. Look how stable that is for 166 gram. I'm like shocked at how stable these came out. It's so good. And then the super swirly Merlot mixed into the gray. Also 166. Let's try and flex this thing just a little. And that is not your everyday trail. That is so nice and stable, pushy, but with that fade at the end. It's everything you want out of a good quality 10-speed. So anyway, guys, I'll throw some music down. I'm gonna go grab these. We'll do 4 more throws. And yeah, then we'll end the video, but I'm just so stoked on these. I'm so happy with how that first round went. We're gonna take the second round for what it was. I appreciated the experience. It didn't go well from a scoring perspective, but man, once I have my forehand back, I'm going to be so deadly. I'll see you guys in the next video. Stay humble, live with gratitude. I'll catch you in the next one. Take care.